The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Carson-Newman's heading back to Rocky Top for a Halloween exhibition matchup with the Tennessee Lady Volunteers. I'm Andrew Rogers. This is the head coach, Mike Mincey, for the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, back again to UT. I think this is the 12th time that you have taken your team there for an exhibition game in what is year 14 for you. You'd obviously know what you get out of this game and what it means for both programs to do that. Summarize it once again, this opportunity. Obviously a new coach there as well, so quality to be able to keep that game, but summarize what it is like to be able to head down there again.
I mean, it's always a great opportunity to go and play on that stage. You know, it's I think it's on the SEC network again this year. It's nerve-wracking a little bit. You know, it's just a different environment and everything that goes into it with the crowd and it's the Lady Vols and obviously they're always really good. It's a really tough matchup for us, regardless of who the coach is. It's a great environment. It's a great opportunity for us to kind of be on that floor with them and kind of be in the front page of the papers once out of every year. But it's going to be a different animal this year, obviously, with new coaching staff and new style of play. I'm looking forward to the challenge. I'm not necessarily looking forward to, based off of what Coach Kim and her staff has done at Marshall and Glenville State. You know, we know it's a tough task to go up against that style of play and how they're going to get up and down the floor. And you know, our hope is that we have enough depth that we can kind of hang in there with them a little bit. I mean, it's going to be really tough. They have more players than we do, more bodies, and ultimately I think they have more depth they could certainly really get into our bench a lot with the style of play. And we're still trying to figure out how we're going to navigate that. Because we can't match what they're certainly going to do.
Yeah. Let's talk about your team because you mentioned the bodies. You're only going to have 11 players available. 2 rotational players are out of your lineup. Michaela Alvey, Keely Rogers, 2 players that do a lot for your team. Talk about the opportunity that some of these newer players will have to maybe experience more minutes. You rotate players in and out in these games regardless, but that is obviously meaning increased opportunity for some others.
Yeah, losing experienced players, or not losing. We did lose Keely, unfortunately. You know, she's a real strong, athletic player that certainly can play defense, handle the ball, can play 1 through 5, can guard 1 through 5. So that was a tough loss for us this year already in preseason. Even though Michaela will be back, she's not going to be playing in this particular game. And again, that's another experienced player that started many games, and both of them have started a lot of games in their career at Carson-Newman. So not having that experience on that stage against that style certainly is not going to help our issue, that's for sure. But yes, it gives other people, you know, it's going to give Emily Gonzalez, for example, the starting nod for this particular game. And, you know, she started 2 of our scrimmages and she's done well there. But it makes us a little bit smaller. You know, so rebounding might be a challenge, but hopefully with a more guard-heavy type lineup. And even Emily, she's a veteran. She's going to be a junior. We just got to be able to take care of the ball. If you take care of the ball, then you got to bank shots in transition, assuming that I just let them go and not hold them back and try to burn the clock a little bit.
Last year, you guys put forth 72 points. It was the second most in an exhibition game against the Lady Vols. Did it on an efficient 48% shooting. What did you like about what the offense did a year ago, and how do you continue that into this year's? Meaning, obviously, the defenses are going to be a little bit different, but what did you like last year that you hope to see maybe again this year?
Well, you mentioned it. I mean, when you're efficient shooting the ball, because we're not going to get, I don't even remember how many offensive rebounds we got last year or second chance points. You're probably not going to get a ton, so it's that one shot opportunity that you have sometimes. We were able to get in space. You know, Tennessee they played us a different style last year. You know, wasn't a lot of pressing, that kind of stuff. So a lot of our stuff, it may come in transition, but we're getting some stuff in the half court. And throughout the bench, I think players shot the ball well. We even had young players that came off the bench and scored. Yeah. This year, if they press the entire game, depending on what press they bring out there, you know, if you're breaking the press, you might have scoring opportunities. And if you shoot it quick and you're scoring, great. If you're not scoring and it's long rebounds and that's getting them into their transition, that could be a nightmare and a long evening for us. So a lot for the coaching staff to talk about as we move into this one. But, you know, if you want to make the game, you know, semi-competitive a little bit, especially early on, you know, you have to make some shots and hopefully not let them – because if they're chucking a bunch of threes this year – you know, we can't let them get rolling with the 3-ball, and certainly can't give them a lot of offensive rebounds because that's one of the calling cards for a Coach Kim type team.
All right, best of luck Thursday.
Thank you. Adam. Sorry. Sorry about that.
That's Mike Mincey. I'm Andrew Rogers. This is the Eagles Sports Network.